Hello, traders. Doing job there from Drfx, swing trading mentoring. Going to be taking a look at a few currency pairs that could be providing us with trading opportunities within the next 4 to 12 hours, and essentially take a look at their daily charts and 4-hour charts and describe the main technical theories that are providing us with trading setups on these currency pairs. Now, of course, everything is done within the context of these 8 steps, which once followed will allow us to accurately identify the overall market pattern on the currency pairs that we're looking at, avoid market traps, and identify profitable trading opportunities that will allow us to capture a strong trading gain. Now, first up, these are the pairs that could be providing us with trading opportunities within a very short period of time. Swiss franc Japanese yen could provide us with a signal at 1 a.m. or 5 a.m. All times, of course, are Eastern Standard Time. Euro pound, 1 a.m., 5 a.m., and 9 a.m. are the possible times for the signal that could be given by that currency pair, which I'll take a look at in a while. And the pound Aussie dollar pair could provide us with a signal also starting at 1 a.m. But depending on what it provides us, the signal that we could get from this currency pair could actually be given tomorrow afternoon, heading into the evening after the end of the US trading session. So there are actually two possibilities in terms of a signal for this currency pair. So if the first one is not given, then the second one is likely to be given later on within the next 24 to 48 hours. Now, starting off the analysis with the Swiss Japanese yen, this could be forming a consolidation setup on the daily chart, both its daily chart and 4-hour charts. And what could get things going bullish is actually a bull crown that could provide us with an entry setup on the 4-hour chart. This is a setup on the daily chart. This is set up on a 4-hour chart where the market could provide us with a bullish signal, which would complete the formation of a bull crown. So basically what is taking place is that the market has formed or is in the process of completing a range consolidation setup with a recent U-turn taking place on the daily chart and the 4-hour chart. And what is going to be needed is for the market to complete the bull crown setup and provide us with an entry signal that we would then trade towards the resistance area and capture a trading gain of between 50 and 70 pips. Moving quickly onto the pound Aussie dollar, also look as if it's going to be forming a consolidation setup on its daily chart and 4-hour chart. In terms of the daily chart, this looks to be the setup that we could see being formed on this currency pair over the short to medium term. So we could see the market rally over the next couple of days as part of the continued formation of this overall range setup. However, before that takes place, the 4-hour chart could actually be providing us with a short-term consolidation setup. So we could actually see the market move bearish within the next couple of days, within the next couple of hours, as part of the formation of this setup. Now, one of the ways in which it could do that is in the form of an ABC signal, where essentially the market would, this area here would be the A, this region here, this would be the B, and then the C would be the point at which the market begins the formation of this bearish signal here at the top. So that is one possibility. Essentially, this is it over here on the right hand side, ABC, where this C is actually should be here, as it is in the case of the bullish ABC. So something like this could be given in terms of a signal that could indicate the start of the movement bearish. So essentially what is taking place is that the market could be forming a range consolidation setup on both the daily chart and as well as on a 4-hour chart, in terms of one would be the long-term possibility on the daily chart, and the 4-hour chart would represent the short-term possibility in terms of a consolidation setup. So what would be needed is a bearish signal on the 4-hour chart to indicate the start of this consolidation setup in the short term, And once it's strong enough, then we could trade it, which could be an ABC signal first of all, but we could also see the market form a double top if the ABC signal is not the one that is provided. Euro pound looks to be forming a consolidation setup on its forward chart. This could take the form of a bullish signal in the form of a double bottom formation as the market forms additional bullish and bearish waves to complete this setup. So here you see an example of a double bottom formation that, based on what we're seeing here right now, could actually be the signal to get things going. So this will be the first area and this will be the second area. So we would need a strong bullish signal to complete the formation and indicate the start of the rally towards this area here. So again, another example of a setup that is being formed, this time on the 4-hour chart. And what is going to be needed is for the market to provide us with a signal, which right now could be a double bottom formation that indicates that gets things going bullish in favor of the euro. US Japanese yen also looks to be forming a consolidation setup. Here you see the daily chart where the market has recently U-turned at this area here and could be forming a consolidation setup over the next couple of days. 4-hour chart has actually started to rally and broken above this downtrend line, but usually when the daily chart has provided an ordinary signal like this, and it's a fairly ordinary setup, then you would need the 4-hour chart to provide us with a strong signal, which would mean that the market would need to pull back. It is actually rallying right now and is actually higher than this area here. It is probably right here now, but it needs to actually pull back and then provide us with a signal. So this type of strong U-turn is actually the preferred type of signal that we would expect in this situation, because it's an ordinary moving trend, but because of the fact that because of how ordinary this is and slow this is, you're going to expect it to pull back a little bit before it actually continues to rally. So with these types of candles, the market generally does not have enough momentum to continue the movement all the way up to this area here. So what is going to be needed is for the market to actually provide us with a strong pullback, a fairly ordinary U-turn, ordinary pullback, followed by a strong U-turn. So this, again, another example of a consolidation setup being formed on the daily chart and 4-hour chart. Daily chart has given us a signal. So what is going to be needed from the 4-hour chart is a follow-up signal that would confirm the continuation of the move and provide us with a trading opportunity. Canadian Japanese yen also forming a consolidation setup. Here we see a much stronger signal that has been given at this area here. This is what we call a morning star formation, bullish signal, and that has basically closed almost halfway the distance between resistance and support. So what is going to be needed here, again, like the US Japanese yen, because of how slow this is and the fact that there isn't a strong stop loss area here, weak candles here and weak U-turns. This is a weak area in terms of a stop loss, so the preferred thing to do is to wait until the market pulls back and then U-turns and provide us with a stronger signal and a stronger stop loss area. So again, another example once again of consolidation setups being formed across the market. Daily chart has given us its signal, but the 4-hour chart has not provided us with a strong stop loss area. The only one would be this low, which is much too far away. So what will be done in this case is to wait until the daily chart, wait until the 4-hour chart provides another setup and another bullish signal, and then trade that signal towards resistance. Pound New Zealand dollar has formed a consolidation setup on its daily chart and is now about to, over the next couple of days, continue the movement back to resistance. Here you see the consolidation setup. And what is expected is that after this pullback takes place, is completed, the market would U-turn and provide us with a bullish signal to indicate the continuation of the movement back to resistance. As part of that movement, what would take place on a 4-hour chart is, as you can see here, false breakup reversal has started here from this range setup. Bearish movement followed by a sharp reversal. So what could be taking place at this area here is a formation of a small consolidation setup that would be broken above resistance, and that would lead to the formation of this bull candle on the daily chart. So this has already formed a consolidation setup on its daily chart. Daily chart signal is needed, and what could be given, what the 4-hour chart could do to provide us with that daily signal is to break out of the consolidation, the small consolidation setup that appears to be forming above the range that had a false breakup reversal setup. US Canadian dollar also looks as if it's forming a consolidation setup on its daily chart and 4-hour chart. Market rallied over the last couple of days and has U-turned with a strong signal, strong bearish signal in the form of this evening star. And so, combined with the nature of this bullish wave and the start of this bearish wave, it looks as if the market could be forming a consolidation setup. So what is going to be needed is for the market to provide us with a pullback, fairly strong pullback, ordinary pullback, followed by a U-turn that provides us with a strong bearish signal to indicate the movement, the continuation of this downtrend here. So again, market forming consolidation on the US Canadian dollar. Daily chart signal has been given in the form of an evening star, and what is going to be needed is the 4-hour chart providing us with a follow-up signal in the form of a bearish signal after a brief rally that would indicate the continuation of the downtrend. So in summary, what you will find is that generally speaking, many currency pairs have either broken out of their large consolidation setups, or are starting a movement to form consolidation, or are moving within the boundaries of consolidation setups that have already been formed. So what is going to happen within the next couple of days are signals to continue these movements on those currency pairs and on these various setups. So what we're going to be needing is for the market to provide us with the best setup and the best signal, which I believe could come on the Swiss franc Japanese yen, the euro pound, and the pound Aussie dollar in the short term. These once again, these are the times that I believe that the market could provide us with these signals. Swiss franc Japanese yen, euro pound could start looking out for that at 1 a.m. Also the Japanese yen pairs and the pound Aussie dollar pairs. These are the ranges of times that I think that these pairs could provide us with signals to take advantage of the setups that are being formed. So let me know if you have any questions about these setups, and look out for a trading signal that could be provided by any of these currency pairs starting around 1 a.m. So I'd be sending out a signal 1 hour before that at 12. That would be anywhere between 12 p.m. and 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in terms of when the market could provide us with a signal. So look out for a setup if the market begins to provide a signal on any of those currency pairs.